Hey collective, what's up y'all? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Thank you so very much for joining me or joining me again. I hope y'all are doing amazing. So today we're going to do a collective reading. This is not going to be for individual signs. So this is for all signs, okay? Take what resonates, leave what does not. Flip the roles if you need to. Could be past, present, or future energy or someone else around you I am picking up on. Okay, so basically what I want to do is split this in half. I want to do like what you're leaving behind to my left and what you're embracing or what you're moving towards on my right hand side. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this. All right, y'all. So this will be a solar eclipse reading. I know I'm a day behind, but I decided to do this last night. I thought about it and I was like, I haven't done a collective reading in a while. And I think I might be moving my channel in that direction just because it makes sense. Okay, but anyway, so we're going to be talking about obviously the solar eclipse that happened yesterday and what that means for the collective. You're going to take what resonates from this, obviously, so it's not going to be for every single person here. But let me just pull a couple of these to see like which signs this might resonate with most, okay? So if you are a Libra and Aries, strong Aries, I'm seeing Scorpio and Capricorn. This could really resonate for you if you have those placements in your chart. Obviously, you're going to have these placements somewhere in your chart. One of them, if not all of them, okay? And you have more than one chart, so you have your tropical, you have your Vedic, you have your sidereal, so you can look all of those up to see, where these placements fall. Not that that matters, y'all. Let's get into it. This is going to be for everybody, okay? So let's go. Okay, so right now, we are in Aries season. What's today? The 9th. So we're in Aries season, obviously. So the sun is in Aries right now. But Aries is actually the planet that's ruling a lot of the other, the planet. It's the sign that's ruling a lot of the planets right now. Aries is in Mercury. It's in Venus. Excuse me. It's in Chiron. And also North Node. So the interesting thing about Aries is very action oriented. It's very passionate, fiery. It's Mars, okay? This could also talk about Mars can be a planet of conflict, it's masculine energy. And masculine energy is obviously all about doing, okay? It's action oriented, like I said. When you think about the sun being in Aries right now, for those of you who know people who are sun Aries, who have an Aries placement in their, what am I trying to say, y'all? Their sun sign is Aries. I don't know why I'm complicating this. These people are typically go-getters, sometimes big personalities, sometimes not. I know some Aries who don't have big personalities. It all depends. But still at the same time, very determined. I feel like they can be just as stubborn as Taurus. And that's saying a lot. But yeah, they're very goal-oriented, action-oriented. Like if they put their mind to something, they're going to do it. And I think it's interesting that Aries right now is in Sun, Mercury, Venus, Chiron, and North Node. So Mercury talks about communication and talks about thoughts. So there could be things right now that you're thinking about taking action on, and you're actually going to put your best foot forward to do that, okay? I see a lot of people speaking up with conviction is what I just heard in my head. Honoring the part of yourself that wants to be heard and not being afraid to speak up and not being worried about who is going to have a problem with it or not. You're like unapologetic right now. Venus is obviously all about love, pleasure, sensuality. It's the house of pleasure. It's the house of, well, it's not the house of pleasure. It's the house of sensuality. It's the house of, I see it as abundance, okay? Talks about your relationships. Okay, we have Chiron here. Chiron is all about pain and healing. Okay, so definitely there's a lot of transformation taking place right now. This is a time of darkness. The eclipse is all about a time of darkness and spiritual renewal. So it talks about shedding the old, okay, things that no longer serve you, energies that no longer serve you, just letting those things go. Let's get into this. Okay, y'all. So who you're leaving, what you're leaving behind is actually a person. We have someone is kicking themselves for letting you go. They're extremely lost and heartbroken without you. They may be too stubborn to show you how they're feeling. So there is somebody here who you will be leaving behind, or maybe you already have. I believe you started to, if you haven't completely, okay? It looks like you're moving in a new direction. You're realizing this no longer serves you. So you're shedding this old energy. I feel like this person is like really upset right now. They're really hurt. We have beat. Okay, I feel like they're beating themselves up because they lost someone valuable. They didn't appreciate you when you were given to them. And now that you're not given to them, this person is missing you. They're showing up as someone who does love you. Love is here. Okay, so this is a romantic relationship for some of you, but love could obviously be platonic. It could be familial, you know, so you just have to take it however it resonates with you. For some of you, it could be a feminine. We have girl here. Okay. We have stay. I feel like this person wants you to stay, but it's a little bit too late. This road has been a rocky road. It's been a long road. I feel like you've put up with a lot from this person, okay? But this person was afraid to fall in love with you. They were afraid to give you what you were giving to them. There was some type of apprehension or hesitation on this person's part, but they are thinking about kissing you. Something about kissing you is significant for some of you. Not going to be for everybody, but for some of you, this is what they're thinking about, but they are recognizing that they pushed you away. They are absolutely aware that they are the culprit here, okay? And then we have paradise. I feel like you were like heaven on earth to this person, a match made in heaven. They know who you are. They knew who you were all along. But this person had some kind of fears and apprehension. So we have projected future weeks, future days, weeks, months. And I feel like what this is saying is, your future with this person was always just around the corner. It was like always coming. It's like tomorrow. You know what they say about tomorrow? What's the saying? It was in the movie Mission Impossible, the last Mission Impossible, a riddle. What's always coming but never arrives, or something like that, and it's tomorrow. So it's like you were always waiting for this person to come to you, to get it together. And it's like, as close as you may have been to it, it felt like it was never going to come. We have today, okay? I feel like a lot of you, it says present now in the moment. And this is what you're doing. You're living in the present, in the moment, not the future. Nobody got time to be living in the future, because the future is not promised, okay? So some of you, this was a commitment. And I'm looking here and I am seeing the Two of Cups. This could have been somebody that you were in a relationship with, even though you may not have been getting what you wanted. It says long-term relationship. I feel like this is what you wanted with this person. You wanted a long-term relationship with them. And then we have access granted, social media, fake profile, and hiding. So this person is watching you on social media. If you are on social media, this is what this person is doing. They may be using a fake profile to spy on you. They just want to get a glimpse of you. They could be using multiple burner pages. When I look at all these different keys, like all this access that they have to you, just in case you might pick up on one, they got backup pages. Okay, so your tarot cards that came out. Actually, let me get these before we get into the tarot cards. So we have the diviner, divine timing and evaluation. So I feel like basically what this is saying is, this is a situation where timing was an issue. I don't know why this person, they're coming across as the runaway, secrets, running from problems. Okay, this person's like a caged bird. They felt that way in a relationship. There's something about them that felt like they were missing something. Okay, maybe they wanted to keep their, yes, it's hiding true self and projection. So this person was wearing a mask. This could be an Aquarius for some of you. This person is like the runner. They are an escape artist. This is the kind of person who, commitment could scare this person. Maybe they've been through something in the past, so they have trust issues. Whatever the case, you're leaving this behind. Okay, so we have divine timing and evaluation. I feel like a lot of you have begun to think about the amount of time you were waiting for this person to get it together. And it's like, it's time to live in the moment. I can no longer continue to wait for this person to turn this corner. Okay, so divine timing, the universe stepped in, interrupted the pattern, the process, and put you on a new trajectory, is what I'm hearing. Okay, then we have the Smith, overthinking and taking action. So I feel like this is somebody, this is a person who could work a lot. I'm getting Virgo energy from this because it's making me think about the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles, all eights in numerology, are unemotional. They're about focusing on the task at hand. So this could be somebody who stays very busy with work, maybe did not prioritize you, was always putting you on the back burner. But I feel like this taking action is more you. Okay, this person was thinking about certain things with you, but they weren't moving on it. They weren't doing anything with it. Okay, so some of you are taking action in a new direction. You could be focused on your career right now. Okay, so then we have the Ten of Pentacles here. I feel like you were offering this person something very stable. This is building on a firm foundation, creating a legacy, building an empire with someone. You were very serious about this person. This is Virgo energy. You could be a Virgo. You can have Virgo placements in your chart. Then we have the Eight of Cups. This no longer served you, so you had to walk away. It was emotionally unfulfilling. For some of you, you may have even been married to this person, to be honest with you. You might be married to this person right now. It's like this person is coming across to me as someone very ungrateful and not appreciative of a blessing that was basically placed into their hands. They were not appreciating the gift of love that you were offering to them. And so you walked away, or you're about to. Yeah, we have the Four of Cups here. So this is a missed opportunity. These cards are so pretty. This is Cancer energy. So we have Virgo, Pisces, and Cancer. So you have those placements in your chart. Or you could be dealing with these particular signs. Okay, so what's clarifying this is the King of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles. So the crazy thing about this person, it could be a Scorpio. They really do care about you. They value you. I feel like they see the Ten of Pentacles with you as well, which talks about longevity. It talks about basically your end all be all. This is when you are like living, you're set for life. You have all the money you need. You have all the love you need. You got a solid foundation. Your family unit is strong. I feel like this King of Cups, it talks about somebody emotionally available, present, mature, intelligent. Okay, this is the kind of person that you could talk to about anything. They're very sound-minded, level-headed kind of people, and their actions, they're a man or woman of their word. Okay, so deep in your person's heart, this is how they were feeling about you, wanting to be your rock, wanting to comfort you, wanting to be very stable. Okay, they wanted to be a stable fixture in your life, but there was something that was keeping them away from doing just that. And now this person is feeling like, let's start all over. So we didn't get the Ten of Pentacles before, but let's start over with the Ace of Pentacles, which is also starting to build on a solid ground. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You could be dealing with an earth sign, or this could be your energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All I know is this person is now wanting to build. You walking away has made them want to build with you. Okay. For some of you, this person may not have been able to offer you anything in the past. Maybe they wanted this Ten of Pentacles with you, but they didn't even have one pentacle. Okay. So maybe there could have been something going on with this person's finances. We have the Four of Cups being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. This is that divine timing that I just talked about. Okay, so this is basically the universe stepping in, God being in control, you going with the flow, and understanding that what's meant to be will be. Okay, it's also about karma and it's soulmate energy. So the Four of Cups being here, I feel like this person is getting karma. The way they rejected you in the past is now circled around, and it's how they feel. They feel rejected because you are not wanting to invest in them. You've walked away. They didn't leave you a choice. This could be a Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, or a Taurus here. But definitely, I feel like I want to say you're not missing anything, but I don't want to diminish a whole other human being. I just feel like this person, for whatever reason, you two were not on the same timeline. And sometimes it's like that. So we have the Chariot. So this shows me that you're moving forward. You literally are leaving this person behind. Some of you already have. You could be moving. Okay. This is a moving vehicle. Cancer energy talks about overcoming obstacles, being an unstoppable force, having a lot of drive and motivation and determination. You're very focused on achieving something, and it could just be leaving this person in the dust. Okay, this is the fastest card in the tarot, so you're done. And then we have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, this person had trust issues. Yep. And this is also the escape artist. So for some of you, this is you quickly moving away from this person, and you might have quietly just kind of disconnected. Like, I got to disconnect. Okay, so this is what I see you leaving behind. We're going to pull from a lot of different decks. Okay, this reading will not be short. I'm not going to make it too long because I do have to go get an oil change on my car. So I'm going to take care of that. And then I have a lunch date, so I got to make sure I'm good with my time management. But basically, this is who you're leaving behind. For some of you, this is someone you were in a long-term relationship with, possibly married to. For others of you, this is someone you wanted this with, but this person just was not able to live up to your expectations, okay? So, let's go ahead and move these cards out of my way. And let's move on to what you're embracing. Because that's what matters, right? It's important to note that, again, shedding the old, and we talked about that. But your North Node, the Aries is also in North Node right now. So North Node is all about where we're going. It's future projections. Okay, now we did have that card that talked about future projections. I feel like a lot of you are you're moving. Some of you can have a big move, maybe for a job or something like that on the horizon. But anyway, let's move into what's coming. We have, it is perfectly normal to want to quit on a difficult journey, but it's also perfectly normal to push through it to get success. And that's why you got that Chariot. Your focus is on the future. Your focus is on the now and the future, because everything is happening simultaneously. There's really no past, present, or future. For those who understand, time is fluid. And if you want to know, I guess proof of this, think about your dreams. When you're in your dream state, I always tell people dreams are so funny, because you could literally be in the past in your dreams, you could be in the future, you could be in the present, right? But you could be an older version of yourself, a younger version of yourself, or you could be the same age and you could go through all those different timelines. You also might have experiences where 1 second you're in your dream, you're dealing with a present situation, and the next thing you know, you jump back to being a child. It's like there's no such thing as time. It's an illusion, and it's an illusion that we have to embrace here, because we're just on this linear timeline. It's just par for the course. But anyway, so what your focus is on right now is your money. So this thing talking about is perfectly normal to want to quit. Some of you, you're trying to manifest something when it comes to your career, your finances, or something like that. And maybe it's been difficult. Maybe you wanted to quit, but it's a heavy focus being placed on your finances, with money being here. I feel like there's going to be something to celebrate. Okay, I'm hearing that song. Let's give them something to talk about. So it could be love. I'm actually feeling love and money. I'm feeling like there's some good news coming career-wise for you. I see a lot of you moving. I see a lot of you either moving, or for some of you, you could even be manifesting like a dream car with the Chariot coming out, is what I just heard. Okay, yeah, so look at this. Let's give them something to talk about. Talk is in reverse. So basically, you're being quiet about what you're doing. You're not telling anybody. You understand that action speaks louder than words. But you got something up your sleeve right now, and it's going to be successful. I feel like a lot of you are getting your confidence back. Sometimes when you deal with people who don't appreciate you, there can be a tendency to question or doubt yourself, or second guess your value, your worth. Please don't do that. Feel beautiful, because Spirit is saying you are beautiful inside and out. Okay, we do have sorry here. This is funny to me, because this feels to me like something you may need to forgive yourself for. For some of you, has a lot to do with this past person that you're leaving behind. It's like, forgive yourself. Don't hold on to regret or guilt about investing so much into somebody. Like, that's not good. Let it go. It's okay. We live and we learn. You did have the Wheel of Fortune, and to me, that is talking about living and learning. It's talking about you win some, you lose some. As seasons change. So basically, something could be working 1 minute, it could look good, and maybe you get invested, and then somebody shows you that they're completely different than you thought they were, and now you have to ask yourself, okay, where do I go from here? Is this worth me investing in or not? And if it's not, but you stay a little bit longer, that's okay. You'll figure it out when the time is right, okay? I feel like your needs are going to be met here. Everything that you need, the universe is going to be supplying for you. I feel like you may be forgiving someone here too with this sorry energy, and it could be yourself, okay? So we have tomorrow. For some of you, you could be getting some good news tomorrow. I also feel like this just talks about your future, obviously. There's going to be good news when it comes to your money. A lot of focus on your career, your finances, your needs being met. That's where your focus is. Okay. We have feel. I actually feel like you could be getting into a new connection. Okay. But I also feel like you need to go through your emotions. You need to feel what it is that you need to feel in order to put it in the past and move forward. Okay. And then we have alive. So basically, I feel like this is you getting your second wind. I do. I feel like you're really catching your breath, getting back on your feet, and making progress, moving in the right direction. Okay, so we have the acolyte, new projects and learning. So there could be some training. Somebody could be traveling for training. I see somebody moving or traveling for some reason, okay? If you're not relocating, this is just like maybe something you're doing for work. Maybe you have to travel for work, okay? But this is some kind of new project you're going to be working on. And it could be your own business or something like that. Your money is going to be good. We have the puppeteer in reverse. Explanations and apologies. Now we do have sorry here. So this could be a person here trying to pull your strings that no longer has control over you. Maybe that person that you're leaving behind. This could all be energetic. Doesn't have to mean that somebody is like a dictator, you know, a loud, proud, in your face kind of dictator. But I do feel that there is someone's energy still kind of tugging on your energy, but you're moving past it. You're not letting that control you. You're just not. And I feel like you've made peace with it. You know, I always say closure is an illusion. It took me a long time to get to this, to come to that conclusion, because I used to be a person who needed closure all the time. And what I realized is usually closure is just reopening the wound. When you reach out to a person or you expect a person to reach out to you to give you closure, it's really because you want a continuation of whatever was already going on. You still haven't healed. Because when you truly heal, you don't give a damn about closure. You give yourself closure. You say, I understand. It wasn't meant for me. I'm going to tell y'all, that's the biggest message that I'm getting here. Understanding what's meant for you. The Wheel of Fortune talks about trusting God, trusting God's timing, and understanding that when something doesn't work, it wasn't meant to work. And you really do have to have the attitude of you win some, you lose some. And truth be told, a lot of the losses are not losses. Not for you anyway. They're losses for the other person. Yeah. And this is why someone is kicking themselves, because they've lost someone valuable, someone good, someone decent, someone that was in their corner. And you cannot replace that. That is not easily replaceable. But you know, we live and we learn. And so, like I said, you don't beat yourself up about anything. Now let's get into these other cards that I have here for you. We have the Ace of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. Again, new projects, feeling inspired, passionate about something, rising to the occasion is what I call this card. It talks about accepting the challenge, okay? So this is basically when you're getting in the game or getting back in the game. So you're revitalized, okay? I'm feeling like there's a new fire under you. And we are, like I said, in Aries season. And Aries is in a lot of the planets right now. So I feel like your love life is affected by this Ace of Wands. Meaning some of y'all, you ready for some passionate sex. You ready for some good chemistry with somebody. Okay, you could be attracting a fire sign. Doesn't have to be. Or somebody really confident. Or this is your energy. But you could be magnetizing a lot of suitors. Okay, maybe you just want to date and have fun, but I do feel like you're very passionate. Okay, your love life is things in your love life about to pick up. Communication, like actually talking to somebody that talks back. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like not talking to somebody 2 on the timer. 4 2s, so you could be saying a lot of 2s. But yeah, talking to, and that 2 is talking about meeting like your other half. So I do feel like you could be talking to multiple people until you figure out who is for you. Okay, we have history, past and happened. Okay, so I feel like despite whatever you have been through here, you're still moving on in this very inspired energy. You're not allowing the past to keep you stuck. You're like, it happened, I'm moving on. Then we have anxiety here. Scared and panic. There's a person here from your past. You're going to see this person as ancient history very soon, if you don't already. This could be a Gemini. Could be a Scorpio. Yeah. You have your spirit guides here moving you away from this very anxious person who just couldn't get it together for you. Your spirit guides are here. This is Aquarius energy, 6 of Swords. It could also be the star. That's Aquarius energy as well. So you're healing. You're healing, you're moving forward, you're releasing things that no longer serve you. And I'm still seeing you move. Some of you could be on a cruise as well, maybe this summer. Okay, so we have the 3 of Wands, broadening your horizons, thinking outside of the box. What else is out there for me? This is why I'm feeling you could be really moving, traveling. There's something about you getting out of your environment, at least temporarily, even if it's not a permanent situation. I see you maybe wanting to travel or something here. You're in a contemplative state. You're right now just kind of like, okay, I'm confident that I'm making the right decision. So you don't have any second thoughts about leaving people, places, things, mindset. Like you don't have any reservations, because the 3 of Wands talks about confidently going for the things that you want and understanding that they're going to come in the right timing. So you're just waiting for your shifts to come in. This is why this person is sitting here. They're just like sitting on the dock of the bay, right? I'm not trying to be funny. That's what they're doing. They're sitting here waiting for their ships to come in. So this is the energy you're in right now. You could be in Aries. Okay. Now we have the Lovers. So for some of you, there is a love situation coming in. Could be with a Gemini, doesn't have to be, or you could be a Gemini. The Lovers also talks about a choice, okay? And it represents Adam and Eve, these two figures here, being in the Garden of Eden. This is why you see this tree here. So, you know, this card, the reason why it represents choice is because obviously Adam and Eve are in the Garden of Eden, and they've been told by God not to eat from the fruit, not to eat the fruit from the tree of knowledge, right? And then the serpent tempts them. And, you know, Eve persuades Adam to eat the apple. And so basically this is choice. This is a good choice or a bad choice. You know, which one do you want to do? You want to be obedient to spirit, or you want to listen to the serpent? And understand that the serpent is your own energy. There's nothing outside of yourself making you do anything. I don't subscribe to that. I'm sorry. We got to be responsible. We're adults. So this is about a choice here. But I feel like this is you following your heart as well. The Lovers represents following your heart choice, okay? So for some of you, you're following your heart here, you're broadening your horizons, and I do see you maybe wanting to leave a certain location or something like that. Yeah, we have the Devil. Speaking of the serpent, look at that. Capricorn energy. So I feel like a lot of you, what you're doing is you're making better choices. You are healing codependency, a big one in the collective, okay? Healing codependency, childhood wounds. You're also like shedding your ego. Yeah, it's like this snake when it sheds its skin. Remember, that's what we talked about. That is what this season is all about, shedding old energies. So you could also be leaving behind somebody who is, you know, addicted to something. This could be you healing addiction, okay? Maybe somebody's anxious because they're going through withdrawals, is what I just heard when I looked down and saw this man. And it's funny because he has this phone in his hand. I never noticed this before. This man is all chained up. He has his phone in his hand. This is your past person showing up here wanting to reach out to you, but they're feeling very blocked. They feel like they tied their own hands. This person is in victimhood. This is why you're leaving this behind. You have to. Okay, I feel like some of you have had a codependency on this past relationship, no matter what kind of relationship it was. So I see a lot of you having a breakthrough, because the Devil can talk about seeing clearly that you're not bound, you're not stuck, or you want to get unstuck. We have the Two of Pentacles here. Okay, yes. So the Two of Pentacles talks about balance. It talks about flexibility and adaptability. So this is what I see you doing, adapting to changes here. With the Three of Wands going into the Two of Pentacles, yeah, you're going to have an option here when it comes to work or something like that. I'm seeing some kind of opportunity open up for you. Something is gaining momentum. You could find yourself working 2 jobs in the interim, like for a short period of time, or maybe working and having your own business. Something like that is going on for sure. But you're finding more balance in your life. You're learning how to plan. You're learning how to be patient, which is a big thing for the collective. What is the Lovers? The Lovers is the King of Wands. Okay, so for some of you, there could be a Leo, possibly an Aries or Sagittarius coming towards you. I feel a very passionate connection coming in. Okay, the Lovers going into the King of Wands. And this is somebody who's very attentive to you and your needs. Loves to spoil you rotten, okay? Compliments you a lot. It's very passionate about you. It has long-term intentions, period. That's what it is. Okay, very attractive person, great sex. I told you, you're going to be having great sex. If somebody coming and they ain't, you know, this is big D energy right here. So if somebody coming to you and they not bringing that ain't the one, baby. That ain't the one. Show me the Devil. The Devil is showing up as the Queen of Wands. So now you have your counterpart. This is the true pair. I know these pictures are not traditional, but I mean, it's the Queen and King of Wands. Okay, take my word for it. So this is Aries energy. Okay, and that's clarifying the Devil, Queen of Wands. So I feel like some of you, what you're doing here is you're shedding like insecurity, because the Devil can talk about insecurity. And you're learning to embrace like your free-spirited nature. You're getting your confidence back. I literally just said that, didn't I? Like you're sexy and you know it. I'm hearing that song in my head, right? Because the Queen of Wands is very sexy. And she's confident and she's independent. She's a go-getter. She has a big personality. She's larger than life. She walks into the room, she lights it up. Okay, everybody wants to know who's that girl. La 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 la. That's people are going to want to know who you are. This is the kind of energy that you are exuding right now, and that's nice, right? Who wouldn't want to be the Queen of Wands? I mean, Queen of Wands can talk about a concubine, though. So I'm going to just be honest with y'all with this Devil energy, the Lovers. You might just be getting into a very passionate connection with somebody. Maybe it ain't going to be like your forever person. And okay, life goes on. Again, we learning to go with the flow, right? Let's pull a couple of oracle cards. Let's get some channeled names though first before I pull these oracle cards. Somebody's name, last name could be Carpenter. I'm seeing TJ, Tatum, Aaron, male or female Aaron, ERIN or AARON. Montel, Francis, Mac, MACK, Calvin, Bernard, Holly, Raul. Okay, there was another name that I was channeling and I cannot remember what it was. That's bothering me. What was it? Don't remember, y'all. I don't remember. That's a shame. Well, irregardless, these names could be people around you. They don't have to be your name. It could be just people connected to you in some kind of way. Nickname, first name, last name, pet name, whatever. Okay, let's pull a couple of oracle cards for my collective. So we have vast vistas, expand your horizons. Y'all, you can't make it up. I told you, you're just waiting for your ships to come in. So some of you, you know you're on to something. Something is gaining momentum and you're confident about it. You know you have made good choices. This is when you're like really satisfied with your choices. So you don't have a problem. This is moving forward. You don't have a problem with anything that's behind you. You're leaving it behind you. That's why your back is turned and you're focused on that sun. You're focused on what's to come, not what has, already left. It says the past. It happened. Moving on. Moving on. I feel like your perspective or your point of view is changing on something. You're seeing it from a higher perspective. Look how elevated he is. He's up there with the mountains, okay? So your point of view or your perspective has changed. I feel both. So you have a certain vantage point now that you didn't before. Count your blessings is what I just heard. So we have joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. So this is about you just staying in a very happy energy, very high vibrational energy, and understanding that, when your heart is open, love can pour out of it and into it, okay? But if it's closed, it can't receive or give love. We have choosing your path. All is possible. Okay. Choosing your path, all is possible. I feel some of you are about to take some big, gigantic leap of faith in a whole new direction. This is giving me the fool, the way he's standing on the edge of that cliff. You're ready to, remember I talked about this person that you were dealing with wasn't ready to fall. And I feel like what that really means is they weren't ready to fly. Because, when you look at this man has this cape on. He jumps off this cliff. He either falls or he flies, right? And, most people don't fear, unfortunately, most people don't really fear falling. They fear flying. Let me get one more. We have distant thunder, clear the air. So I feel like when you move away, because I do feel distant thunder, look, there's something else calling you out there. I feel like when you move away, energetically or otherwise, from someone from your past, they will come calling. They are going to want to clear the air with you because this man does have his phone in his hand. He's anxious though. And it's like he's still showing up in your future energy and what you're moving towards because this person is still holding on to you. Now that doesn't mean you got to hold on to them, but that's what's showing up here. They're still holding on to your energy. Okay, let's move these and let's go on to the next deck. I'm going to get 3 of these. Spirit, what are the messages for the collective? For the solar eclipse, we have authenticity, number 35. Individual, unique self and love. Okay, so some of you that's why you got that Queen of Wands. You're like who you are, loud and proud. The Queen of Wands is in your face. She's unapologetic. Okay, so this is what you're embodying. And it's funny because normally the Queen of Wands does have the cat on the picture with her. So what I will tell you is some of you can have Aries placements or just fire in your chart. But this is a fertile time for you. The Queen of Wands is also very enterprising. Remember I said you and your person could be going into business together or something like that, or even meeting in a work capacity. These two are like in the limelight, in the spotlight. You two could be famous, or one or both of you, okay? Or you embody like star quality, okay? Both of you. You're both leaders. People look up to you. They follow you. You set trends. Like these are the kind of people you are. Visionaries, both of you. Go-getters and visionaries, and very unafraid of the unknown. You're brave. We have solitude, number 41. Contemplation, quiet, clarity, and renewal. So there will be a period before you connect with this new person where you will go through some introspection. This is the Hermit, okay? So you might find yourself, before you turn this corner fully, kind of like shutting things down, getting off of social media, at least for a while, you know, maybe not going out, hanging out a lot, reading more, praying more, meditating more, just being in quiet contemplation, truth seeking, soul searching, doing research, just trying to figure out what it is that you need to do next, how you can be the best version of yourself. It talks about time apart from other people, taking a break from things and people, and just keeping your own company, going deep within, and having time alone with spirit. So that will be the catalyst to you getting these other blessings. We have celestial, number 24, possibility, connect, infinite, and soul path. Okay. Yeah. So for some of you, I feel like this is that north node that I said Aries is a north node right now. So the thing that's going to help you to connect to your celestial path. Okay. So your 5D self being activated, answering your higher calling, a spiritual awakening, enlightenment. That's what's happening here for you between these two cards. God is putting you right on your path. There's something here guiding you. This could literally be spirit guides. I see the Hermit sometimes as a spirit guide. Bottom of the deck, we have beginnings, number 19. Adjusting, shedding, new, and release. I mean, how many times are we going to get the shedding energy? So you're definitely shedding the old. Look at that snake. Yeah. You're going through some kind of transformation. You're in a period of transition. This is giving me like the death card, death and rebirth, endings and new beginnings. So nothing is really over. It's just that we transition from one state to another. Now let me get a couple of these. I am going to read from the book just because, even though I obviously am not crazy, I know how to use my intuition, but I want to tell you what the card actually means. The meanings are not long at all, okay? Just going to pull two of these. Just two cards, please, Spirit, for the collective. What does the collective need to know, Spirit? Okay, it must be just meant for me to pull from the top. We have moving forward. Get ready for positive change. We're going to read from the book, but I'm going to pull another one. Thank you. Then we have opportunity knocks. Go for it. I told you I feel a lot of you literally moving. But let's get into it. Let's do moving forward first. I think these things are in alphabetical order. Yeah, they are. Okay, moving forward and opportunity knocks. So moving forward, it says get ready for positive change. Situations and events of the past are clearing and making way for positive changes. Turn the negative experiences into a positive and more rewarding future. You have the resources and ability to move forward now. Take a leap of faith, knowing that the angels will open doors for you and present a dearer and smoother, a clearer and smoother road ahead. Remember I told y'all the road card came out, and I also talked about taking a leap of faith. Yeah, choosing your path. I said it looks like he's about to jump off that cliff, but you had that bumpy road before. Anyway, let's get back to this. Okay, take a leap of faith, knowing that the angels will open doors for you and present a clearer and smoother road ahead. Don't let fear or stagnation hold you back. Your mantra is, I am ready to move forward with confidence. Now let's get into opportunity knocks. Go for it. New opportunities are coming your way. Brilliant ideas, educational possibilities, new friends, expanding your potential. Look, broadening your horizons. Yes. And opening yourself to greater possibilities. You are a good team player and have gained respect from your work colleagues and peers. You have a good reason to feel proud of your achievements and attitudes towards yourself and others. Embrace the new endeavor with this raw creative energy. Go for it. It is a time to dazzle yourself and stretch your wings and fly. Didn't I just talk about flying? And there's a lot of wing, and look at these wings. Joy and delight. Okay, so your mantra here for opportunity knocks is, I am open to new possibilities to expand my potential. Yes. Yes, absolutely yes. I'm not mad at that at all. So basically, it's out with the old and with the new here. And you did have the 8 of Cups, and that talks about out with the old and with the new. Remember, that's how you felt about that past person. They were a thing of the past, okay? This is the last deck we are going to pull from, okay? The Ascension deck, because you are going through a spiritual awakening and enlightenment right now. I'm going to pull quite a few of these. I think maybe about 5. Okay, so we have 2. Look at this momentum, the 3 of Wands. Something is gaining momentum and natural rhythm is showing up here. That's you going with the flow. That's the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, then we have overthinking is showing up again. So this past person is just continuously hanging out in your energy. We have completion, but you're done with the cycle. You've completed the cycle. And then we have mind. You've made up your mind. Somebody here is like spiraling mentally. Bottom of the deck, we have the path. So you're ready to walk the path and understand that it's not a straight path, okay? So that means it's going to be some twists and turns, but you got to go with the flow. Let's see. Let's get into why you pulled momentum. Again, we know what momentum means, but I want to read from the book. It says, building energy through initiative and effort. If you feel momentum is lacking, what is one thing you can do to initiate momentum toward a goal? So focusing on your goal. I told you a lot of this has to do with your money. We have completion. Let's see what you have completed based on the book. Completion is a cycle has come to a natural end. What is complete? Accomplished? What am I ready to move on from? Honor it, wish it well, and set a new intention. I told you it's just basically time to move on. Let's get to the natural rhythm. The natural rhythm is cycles of life, organic. Hook into the natural rhythm and cycles of the day, the season, the year. Remember I said seasons change, right? Slowing down, a quickening. How often do I allow myself to trust and relax into a natural rhythm? So don't force anything. It's all about really going with the flow. Okay, next we have overthinking. Overthinking is stress, overanalyzing, worry, resistance to trusting. Overthinking can give us a false sense of control. Find a way to get out of this loop. Move into your body, into your heart. Why can't I let this go? It's time to surrender. And it's funny because it's on page number 16. And that's the Tower. So basically that's letting something fall that no longer serves you. It's understanding that whatever goes will be replaced by something 1,000 times better. And that's just God's honest truth. If it's a relationship, it serves both of you to let each other go. You know what I'm saying? Either you two come back together better and you build on a solid foundation, because that talks about something being built like it's like a sandcastle. It's built on shaky foundation from the get-go. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Okay, that was my cousin. She might be watching. Hey, girl. I'm going to call you when I finish. Okay, so what were we on? We have mind. It says thought patterns. What is on your mind? What are you giving mental energy to? Use the power of your mind to create, solve, discover, and learn. Consider the mind-body connection. So, yeah, I feel like right now, like I said, I feel like this is more about your person though. I don't really think that you need all of this encouragement, because I feel like you're doing the work. So this could really be something that this person that's overthinking. If that is you, obviously take it. But if it's not you, because I feel like you're like going with the flow. I feel like it's your person that's stuck in this overthinking energy. You're heavy on this person's mind. Like I said, look at this man. He all up in barbed wire and stuff, and he got this phone in his hand. Like, all I want to do is just talk to you, call you, but this person is anxious. And we already said that. They're heartbroken without you. They may be too stubborn to show you how they're feeling, and it's because of fear. But you're like, you're a thing of the past for me. Okay, so then the path is the last one. So the path. You may feel the desire to take a new path. Be curious and open. Life is about the journey, and this is how we learn, grow, and gain true wisdom. Enjoy the adventure. And y'all know that is pretty much where we are going to leave this. Maybe I'll pull one of these. These are kind of funny, so some of them are. They got a lot of curse words in here. I'm not going to say them because I like being monetized, you know. I'll take both of these. I radiate happiness and a ton of joy. So this is like, you need to use the law of attraction. You need to, what am I about to say, y'all? You need to basically do a lot of affirmations, positive affirmations, things like that. And then we have you are effing awesome. And you are, remember I told you at the beginning, like if you're not feeling beautiful, you will start to feel that way. You got the Queen of Wands. So your confidence is coming back. Something has shaken for a lot of you, not everybody, because, you know, people don't like to admit things like this. My confidence ain't been shaken. Listen, it's life. You know, if somebody doesn't honor you, doesn't respect you, doesn't treat you right, quite naturally, you're going to feel some kind of way. Like you want love from someone and they're not giving it to you. Because for a lot of you, that's what you're leaving behind. It's a romantic situation for a lot of y'all. It's a romantic situation. And it's somebody who just couldn't live up to what you needed. And my thing is, always give thanks when you find out somebody can't live up to what you need from them, because you know what to do with that. You're empowered. At least they're not lying to you, hopefully. You know, if they're just not showing up, that means they're giving you the option to opt out. So the choice is yours. You know what I'm saying? It's easier said than done, obviously, but it's still something that we have to do as human beings. You know, other people do not belong to us. That is something. I'm a Taurus. I'm naturally territorial. And that is something that I had to come to realize. Like, people don't belong to you. They don't. They just don't. No matter how much you like them, love them, care about them, not even your own children belong to you. They came through you, but they don't belong to you. You know, they are their own people. And as your children grow and they challenge you and they become their own people, you'll realize even more. You know, I have my youngest now is 11. My oldest is 19. And, you know, you can control your children up to a certain point. But once they realize who they are, you can't tell them what to do. All you can do is lead them and guide them and hope for the best. But you cannot control them and tell them what to do. They are going to be their own people because they're on their own journey. And you got to give them the same respect you give everybody else and the same respect you want. And so what I will say is, I don't know why I'm being called to say this, but I am. And this is not me pointing my finger at anybody, because nothing I do on my channel is to make anybody feel bad. I want to make everybody feel good. And sometimes I have to make sure that I'm not, that I'm sticking true with what I said, where I'm not going to sugarcoat things, because I don't want to just tell you what you want to hear. But truth be told, if somebody does not honor you, can't give you what you need, can't give you what you want, you have to understand that it has nothing to do with you. It just doesn't. I remember there was someone in my life. I'm going to share this and then I'm going to wrap it up because I need to go get my oil change. But there was someone in my life I had known for a very long time. And when we first met, we were friends. And then it turned into something more. And then we lost contact. And then we came back into contact. And this is somebody that I wanted in my life. Like, I was crazy about this person. And when we came back into contact with each other, I asked him, like, whatever happened with us? Like, I don't even know. Like, how did we lose touch? Like, what happened? I actually do know. I had made up my mind in my own little fickle way that I was going to be done with him because I wasn't getting what I wanted from him. I was getting pieces of him, but I wasn't getting all of him. And I'm a Taurus, and you can't do that with me. So I just pulled my energy back. But he was like, he was afraid. He was so afraid. Like, even when we came back together, he was still so afraid. He was like, I just value you and respect you so much that I don't want to ever disappoint you. Well, he ended up disappointing me anyway, but, well, not really. The human part of me, yeah, but the more spiritual part of me, no, because I don't think people belong to me. I just don't. Now, do I expect you to honor your word to me? Yeah, but as a friend of mine said, people are fallible and you have to expect them to be human. The only entity that you need to be putting that kind of faith in, that they can never hurt you, is the Creator. Your mama will hurt you, your daddy will hurt you, your best friend will, your husband, your wife, your children. Everybody has the potential to hurt you. The only love and relationship you will ever have that won't. I'm sorry, y'all. I got a little hotline going on today. I forgot what I was saying. I was just basically talking about, you know, not expecting people to belong to you, period. And sometimes I listen to people, like, especially the women in my life sometimes, and I hear how they talk about the men in their lives, and I'm like, they haven't turned that corner yet. They still believe this person belongs to them. And my thing is, there's nothing wrong with setting your expectations and having boundaries and letting people know what you're looking for, because I have no problem doing that. I'm told I'm bossy. I'm not bossy. I just know who I am and I know what I'm going to accept and not accept. I love myself. I value myself. And I don't put anybody else's opinion over mine when it comes to me. You know, I am the most important person in my life. And I don't say that with any hesitation because people will make you feel bad about that. No, I can't give anybody something that I don't give to myself first. And so any love that I give to other people has to first start with the love I give to myself. And so these are lessons I've learned. Like I have said on this channel many times, I've done a lot of shadow work, and I continue to, because you're going to always be doing shadow work. You're never going to reach the pinnacle and like I made it to the mountaintop. Like, no, as long as you're alive, you're going to continue to learn and grow. And if you're not learning and growing, then you're dead, even if you're physically still alive. Okay, your soul is always on a quest to be better, to do better, to know more. And if that's not like your goal every single day, I really don't know what life is about for somebody that doesn't feel that way. And I know a lot of people who are stagnant like that, and it's sad. It's like you don't even, you get up every day and you don't even know like what makes you tick. And I think that's the first thing to really figure out. A lot of people are trying to jump into relationships before they know who they are. And I remember a friend of mine told me, like, well, what do you think about, people who like jump from relationship to relationship? I said, well, I mean, that's a person's choice. You can't tell somebody how long they're supposed to be single. I mean, do I think people should heal? Yes. But sometimes people feel like they just want to get on to the next thing and they want to move on with their life and not necessarily be serious about a new person, but they just want to have fun or they want to date. But I think that people have to understand that you don't know what people are doing in their alone time. It may look a certain way to you, but you don't know what that person is doing and how they're healing when they're by themselves, I spend a lot of time in meditation. I spend a lot of time in prayer. I talk to God a lot. Like if I'm not doing these readings, I don't watch TV that much. And that's something that I have stopped doing as well. Like I used to look at a lot of TV. I don't look at TV really at all. If I do, it's YouTube, and it's very like in increments. I don't know. But I'm saying all of this to say that this is the time to shed the old you. So the reason why I'm sharing all of this about myself is to basically let you all know that I'm not pointing my finger at anybody, because I've been there, done that. Got the t-shirt, the bumper sticker, and the hat. I know how it goes. But there comes a time where we all have to kind of like sit down and look in the mirror and be really honest with ourselves. Okay, how did I get here? Right? And what do I need to do to either get out of this position, or if you're in a position where you want to be, how do I stay here? I got hair on my fingernail. Yeah, but that's just kind of where my head is as we are transitioning right now. We're going through this big shift energetically. Yeah, I've been going through a dark night of the soul. I've shared that. I don't know which sign I was talking to last week or earlier, whatever. I think it was last week that I was going through a dark night of the soul, and I have been. And a lot of it has to do with my career. But the thing is, God is faithful and God doesn't waver. It's us that wavers. It's us that we either lose focus or we get off track or we get sidetracked and distracted by things, by life, by our own negative thoughts, whatever it might be. People even doing spell work on you, all kind of stuff, because I feel that sometimes. But my thing is, you're not more powerful than my God. So I send all of that right back to sender. Take that right back. Okay, so I just want to leave y'all with a piece of advice. So I'm going to pull one of these cards. I just feel like I need to, because I did all this talking and I'm like, I don't know how to end it. So let's pull one of these to just shut me up and get y'all with y'all day and me on with my day. Stop and breathe. Take a moment to yourself. Be present. Appreciate the now. Remember, we did have that card that said today, present in the now. So basically, you're living in the moment, not about the future, not about the past. The past is the past. It's ancient history. It happened. We had that card. It's time to move to the future. And you can only do that by being in the present now. You don't focus on the future. You focus on right now. So that's where we're going to leave it. I will see you all. I don't know when I see you all, because I don't have a schedule. God told me to stop having a schedule. So I'm not going to have a schedule. I'm going to, do readings when I want to. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day. And happy transition. Happy transformation. Happy transmutation of energy. Because that's what I feel like is happening here. Out with the old and with the new. Peace, y'all.